We're in Farmingdale, and we're here at Bellagio. This is the pizza place that Dave Portnoy reviewed it, which before I was mentioning about this particular pizza review about Dave Portnoy reviewing Bellagio. This is our second pizza review in Nassau County. And this is the first ever Long Island pizza review of 2024. It's about time. Anyway, when Dave Portnoy reviewed it, there's a couple of things I disagree with what he was saying.
Honestly, it's all the same. It's like all low, mid-7 pizzas. It's bananas. There's a pizza place every 100 yards, and it's like all the same.
Yeah, I don't agree with that because it depends how people make the pizzas. The part when he was saying that, they were, he said it tastes the same. Not exactly. And the other thing he said,
I think Long Island, New York, has the most pizzerias without any really great pizzerias.
So he thinks Long Island didn't make great pizzerias. I don't agree with that at all. Well, Dave Portnoy doesn't know really a lot about Long Island pizzas as I did, because I know Long Island pizzas. That's because I'm born as a Long Islander. I mean, neither does Michael, because even though he's not born in Hudson Valley, but he's born in New York City, he knows about Long Island pizza, and he mentioned it's just as good as upstate pizza.
Very true.
Anyway, on to the review of Bellagio. Looks pretty cheesy to me, and this slice looked like the cheese is just right covered the crust, and this one's kind of Dave Portnoy gave it a 7.3, which I don't know how I feel about that, but one bite everybody knows rules. Okay, this even at that, there's no Farmingdale flop, except the way I'm holding it. It's definitely got some Farmingdale flop, and it looks a little greasy. So I will have to see how I feel about that. But yep, it's crying grease right there.
Yep, I see that.
So, yeah, one bite, everybody knows rules. I mean, it's crispy. The weird part is a little greasy, but okay, we'll see how I feel about it. But the crust is even crispy, too. So, yeah. I mean, I can see where Portnoy was coming from about the taste, but for his end, his is not greasy, but ours is greasy. But I would have given it somewhere in the 8s because it's how crispy it is. But because of that, I mean, it is still solid. It's still solid to me.
Do Long Island people leave Long Island?
I wouldn't agree about 7.3. This is a 7.8.
Cool. All right. So as Sam mentioned, we are at Bellagio's in Farmingdale. This is my first time ever experiencing Farmingdale. I have a cheese slice and I have a grandma slice today to try out. Mm-hmm. And we're going to try the plain slice first.
Looks like yours is a little greasy too.
Yep, let's take a look at it before we go any further.
I forgot to mention it. To me, it's definitely but it's still good football pizza because the greasy and cheesy on the part. But yeah, it's still a little greasy on the plate.
A little greasy, but
this one's a little bit of Farmingdale flop on your end.
Yep, but let's see how we do. One bite, everybody knows the rules. Here we go. Still has good taste to it. Let's try the crust. One bite on the crust.
Sorry, Portnoy, but I don't agree with when you give it a 7.3 because it's still pretty good in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tad greasy, but it has really good. The taste is actually quite good. I think the sauce is there. The crust is crispy. I'm going to give my cheese slice an 8.0.
So just an 8 for that one.
A straight old 8 for that. And now we're going to try the grandma slice.
Looks like you disagree with Dave Portnoy's score as well. So.
Yep, I think so. Let's see what the grandma slice is. It looks like a lot of sauce. Looks pretty. This slice looks pretty. Let's take a taste. One bite. Everybody knows the rules. Pretty good. You want to take a bite?
Mm-hmm. You know, when the woman who works there, she was very nice when she says to Dave Portnoy about, because she overhears it from the door, and he didn't even realize that. But anyway, this is the grandma slice. Everybody knows the rules for that. It's tasty. 8.1 for the grandma slice. So yeah, 7.8 for Bellagio. Now you can review the grandma slice too.
That was a pretty good solid taste. For the grandma slice, I'm gonna go with an 8.2. So a straight 8 for the plain and 8.2 for the grandma.
Yep. Yeah, so Bellagio is still a good pizzeria in Farmingdale. Yep, there's going to be more in the future. You can do Tolucci's, which is right across the street from the university. And that's a review.